In the name of Almighty, the most benevolent and forgiving. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Little IELTS Master. This is Muaaz Tousif, a resident of Lahore, Pakistan. Well, this is the third lecture of my IELTS series, and we were discussing overview of writing task 2 in the previous lecture. So today we are going to discuss opinion essays, actually one of the most important essays from writing task 2. And I will discuss some of the points in Urdu as well. So for those who are native to Urdu or Hindi, they need not to worry about that. And at the end of this video, I will clear out some of the confusions that IELTS students generally have regarding opinion essays. So let's start today's video. So these were the questions generally asked in writing task 2. Firstly, advantages and disadvantages, say causes and problems, or sometimes causes and solutions, or problems and solution. Then discussion essay, opinion, mixed and two part. So this is the fourth essay that we are going to discuss today, since it is very important in IELTS writing task 2, and I felt that I need to discuss this essay in a separate video. So these are the questions asking for opinion essay. When you see these questions in your IELTS writing task 2, you must realize that this is the opinion essay. You might be asked, what is your opinion? This is very general question. Do you agree or disagree? Then to what extent do you agree or disagree? And there is a little difference in these two essays, and I think I should discuss it here. Do you agree or disagree? This question has only two options. Either you can choose agree while writing your writing task 2 essays, or you can choose disagree. You can choose one option, and there are a total of two options. However, in this question type, to what extent do you agree or disagree? This word is very important. Extent is asking for the limit or percentage. How much percentage you are going to agree or disagree with that particular opinion that is mentioned above this question in the writing task 2 essay. So in this question, you may have 3 or 4 ways to choose to go with your answer. To what extent you might be 0% agree, that would be disagree, totally disagree. You might be 50% agree, then you can write partially agree. Or if you are 100% agree, then you need to write I am completely agree or I am totally agree with this given statement. So these are the 3 ways that you can move on in this question type. So this is a big difference that I have seen many students are making mistakes and they are confused with this question types. So you need to clear out this out in both the question types. So fourthly, do the advantages of this situation outweigh the disadvantages? This is a question asking for either, obviously there would be a statement, then these questions are mentioned. So do the advantages of this situation, whatever the situation is mentioned before this question. So you need to write out that statement. Then you need to decide either the advantages of that situation outweigh mean more than the disadvantages. If yes, then you can write it in your introduction as thesis statement. If they are not, then you can disagree with this statement. You can say no, the advantages of that situation don't outweigh the disadvantages of that situation. And lastly, is this a positive or negative development? Some kind of changing or some kind of development is mentioned in the statement. And after that, this would be a question asking for your opinion. So after reading out that particular statement, you need to decide either the that development is a positive or negative. And after mentioning your opinion in the introduction, you need to defend that. So these are the question types, and I have described each type separately. Let's move on. So these are the instructions for your opinion essay. Firstly, you need to develop opinion before writing. So after reading out this statement 2 or 3 times, you need to develop your opinion before start writing that essay. So after developing your opinion, you need to give a clear opinion in your complete essay. So like in the last lecture, I have mentioned that don't give surprises to the examiner. Some of the students write in the introduction that I totally agree with this statement. And while solving the essay, they mention that they also disagree with that statement. So this is a complete failure. This will reduce your band score. So you need to give a clear opinion in your complete essay. And mention your opinion in the introduction and conclusion. In introduction, you have realized that you need to write general answer to the question in this thesis statement. So mention that opinion in the thesis statement. That is the second sentence of your introduction, and in conclusion as well. And while writing the body paragraphs of your essay, start with the strongest argument, whatever you are favoring. Either you are favoring or you are going against about that particular statement. So start with the strongest argument, so that after reading out that argument, the examiner would realize your uh, writing capability. And lastly, stay true to your opinion till the end. I have already mentioned it in the third point. Mention your opinion in the introduction and also in the conclusion. So stay true to your opinion till the end. Whatever the opinion you have chosen in the introduction, you need to defend that opinion until conclusion. So let's practice out one or two of the opinion type essays. Like there is a statement from the past exam. Some people argue that capital punishment is good for a country. So to what extent do you agree or disagree? So this is the question that has been picked from the past exams. So you need to capital punishment. What is capital punishment? Actually, capital punishment is death penalty, death warrant, or execution. So is good for a country if country can be replaced by nation, community, and something like that. So this will be our paraphrasing, and then we need to write our general answer to the question, that is thesis statement. So to what extent do you agree or disagree? So I completely agree with the given statement. So let's see how we can write introduction. It is thought that, some people argue that capital punishment, death penalty, is good for a country, benefits a nation. I completely agree with this opinion, and in this essay, I will state the arguments in favor of capital punishment. So this is our introduction. So here are the ideas for your body paragraphs, and you can write first body paragraph by using the first two ideas and the second body paragraph by using the other two ideas. Obviously, with these ideas, you need to give a strong supporting detail from your experience. You can defend these ideas by either giving suitable reasoning, explanation from giving reference, and examples from your past experience. So this will be your activity for today. And let us discuss each idea. Effective deterrent to serious crime. So by giving capital punishment, serious crime would be discouraged effectively. So this can reduce the crime ratio in the particular area. Secondly, it saves money on keeping the criminal in prison. When you keep the criminals in the prison, obviously you have to spend some money by feeding the criminals and a lot more uh, expenditures. So you can save that money by giving capital punishment. And next, dangerous criminals would unable to reoffend. So if you execute the criminal, so they would not commit the crime again. So they would unable to reoffend. So lastly, make society a safer place by finishing or mitigating the criminal from the society. You can make it a friendly place to live. So lastly, you can summarize your body paragraphs, whatever you have written in the two paragraphs in one sentence. And in the second sentence, you can give any kind of recommendation if it is, if you have. So let us practice another essay. Nowadays, the way many people interact with each other has changed because of technology. Has this become a positive or negative development? So this is another opinion type essay. So for introduction, you need to paraphrase the given statement. Nowadays, these days, the way, method, or technique, many people, numerous people interact with each other, socialize, link, interconnect, and relate. So these are the synonyms for this word, this phrase, and has changed because of technology. Change, modified, transformed, varied, and something like that. So the technology would be the same. This is a keyword. You can also replace it with some of the science research or anything like that. Has this become a positive or negative development? Let's see how can we write introduction. So these days, the relationship people have with each other has been affected. Change is converted into affected by advancements in technology. So this is your background statement. Personally, I believe that this has been a negative development. So this is the general answer to the question asked. This would be your thesis statement. So these are the ideas in favor of our answer, whatever I have written in the thesis statement. So virtual distancing might be the negative development due to social distancing or the way people due to technology. Conflict and dissatisfaction is also another cause. Distraction and depression would also be a negative development due to technology and affecting children development. This is another argument. Losing and people are losing important social skills due to technology. So this is another idea. So you can use first three ideas in the first body paragraph and the other two in the second body paragraph. And you need to defend these ideas by proper reasoning, explanation, referencing, and examples from your experience. So lastly, you can summarize the body and give any suggestion or recommendation in the two sentences. So this would be your conclusion. This would be your complete essay. And this is the complete essay for your self-practice. This is a statement and another question type from the opinion essay. In some countries, young people are encouraged to work or travel for a year between finishing high school and starting higher studies. So after finishing high school and before starting higher studies, they spend 1 year for work or some kind of traveling. So do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages for young people who decide to do this? So you need to write this complete essay and please hire a tutor for yourself who could check your writing essays. So since this is very important that your essay must be checked before appearing into the IELTS exam, so you can visualize your ultimate score. So as I have mentioned in the starting, that I will clear out your confusions regarding writing task 2 opinion questions. So these are the confusions that students generally have, that discuss the positives and negatives of this development. You need to differentiate these two questions from each other. And is this a positive and or negative development? So this question, B question, is asking for opinion. However, A question is asking to describe the benefits and drawbacks of that development. So in this essay, A type essay, you need to discuss the ideas, discuss the positive and negative. However, in the B, you need to give your opinion in the complete essay. So there is a big difference in the two. And what are the advantages and disadvantages? Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So C question is asking to describe the advantages and disadvantages in the body paragraph. However, D question is asking for our opinion, whether advantages outweigh the disadvantages or not. So this is opinion and this is discussion essay. And discuss both views. If you see this type of question in your exam, so that would be asking for your discussion. And F type question, to what extent do you agree or disagree? So this is also asking for opinion. So to what extent, either 0%, 50% or 100% agree. So this is all from today. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share. I have seen many views on my videos, but you people are not liking the video, subscribing the channel. So that is really discouraging for me.